All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set. 10 Lobo. 6-6. Bullet high. He's coming. We got double up. Shoot. Slam. Hey, lock it. He's checking. Crash. Chance. Deuce. Big grip.
On first down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on the first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after it right out of the gate.
Throwing on second and long. Locke. It's hauled in by Hardy. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Let's go.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. Now Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Hey, watch it. Watch twist.
Again, Barkley out of the gun. pass here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
Get it.
Jones operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Come on,
the Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and max protect, they know how to scheme their way to the quarterback as well.
To throw it is Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Shit.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Yeah.
On 2nd and 12. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Let him know. Hit the
Yeah.
Mike. Check pass. Tight dog. Back.
Now.
Clock now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
18 gainer.
Get him.
Shoot.
Clock now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hardy. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now, out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game.
Here we go.
But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, They still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Let's go now. 10-2 soft. Hard, hard.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Out, out, out.
Go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up third and goal.
Ready? 90 Wolf. Bam, bam.
Shift.
Ready?
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. We're scoreless after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Come on, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive. Down the middle and complete. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Let's go.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Ready.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From midfield, here's Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Ready, set. Look at me. Go.
Kill.
Go.
Kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is out of bounds here. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on the first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring and moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to the best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Hey, Echo.
Here we go. Like 22, he's coming.
From the gun, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creep.
Squeeze.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good-headed scheme going.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on second down. Block. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Come on,
Like 22.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Ready?
Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Got it.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Right there.
Jones now. Going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Let's go, baby.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back to throw. Jones.
You ain't doing nothing today.
That's Terry. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Then a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team, We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
Check 43.
Hey, Hayward. Snap.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Keep working.
Extra point forthcoming. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
You better be afraid of me.
Shoot.
They'll start out on the ground with Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Check 59.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
13 yards, good for a giant first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
25, check 25, check 25.
Get it.
On first down, Combs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 3, check 3.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Combs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Be careful. Be careful.
Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's almost closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On third and long, it's Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Hey, Charlie.
53. Mike. Here we go.
Here's a second and 7. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, no matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Tighten up. Check, crunch.
Now.
Check 52. Mike's 22. Go.
Get it.
Go.
This is Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
90 Wolf.
Check. Fresno.
Ready.
On second and 11 now. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jones operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Lott. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing is locked on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Rush in. Rush in. Showing up. Showing up.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down is paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Hey, exit.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming in the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Get it.
On first down, Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Ready.
Here's Jones. Throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Block now to throw. The carry is complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Block going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hardy. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first and 10, here's Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
Here we go. Now.
Again, it's Locke. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Here's Locke to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hardy. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it down. Have a go. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got it third and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Jones now to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 15 and the Giants first down.
Ready? Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 4. We got 4.
Now Jones on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. If they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37.
30 base.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones from the downhill throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Shoot.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of the first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs.
59. Bam.
SOS.
Yep.
SOS.
They'll run on 1st down. Monroe. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game.